Hey y'all, what's going on? This is going to be a little update. Just showing you the progress of my saltwater aquarium. It's been about 3 weeks. Yeah, about 3 weeks since I upgraded from my 38 gallon to my 55. Got my homemade cabinet or my aquarium stand, my homemade sump down there. As you see, I got 2 clownfish, a red mushroom that comes out pretty good. Got my little nice little cool thing right here. GSP, I think it is. And a little hole right there is for my goby, or my wife's goby, which I don't see it in here just yet to show it to you. Oh, it's actually right back in the back there. Right there. There's the goby. There's the wife's tang. Got this anemone. You got my zoanthids, or whatever you want to pronounce them. You got my shrimp. Got that one, that fish. Got my other anemone. This weekend coming up, I'm going to be doing a water change, and then I'll have on the side my labels to 5 gallons, 10 gallons, 20 gallons, so on. Also got a blenny, which is right there. And there's a green. Oh, right there he is, right behind the tank. It's a blue-green chromis or something. Not much really to look at. I painted my stand black. As far as the maintenance goes, I just add maybe 2 gallons, 3 gallons of water per week, if that much, in my sump to get the water into the aquarium, basically topping it off. And that's really kind of pushing it, maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks or something like that. I haven't really done it that much. This was in a box. I took it off. This is my LED lights. I got it on a timer that will kick on, and I can adjust what lights I need and everything. Comes on at 6 p.m. stays on until 6 a.m. Got my protein skimmer, and that runs over into my container here that fills it up, and I'll empty this right here instead of having to take that apart all the time. Got a time clock that controls that wave maker. I got another one that controls that one, and I got another one that controls that one right there. Each one's different. I got another one up there. Got another one right there, and it tells you this is the center wave maker. That's the right wave maker, and this should be the left wave maker. I got my LED strips. Comes on. I got blue for nighttime, and I got the daytime setting, which kind of fades in and then fades out. for the lights here in the nighttime. Actually, the lights here stay on from 6:30, I think it is, until 3:30, I believe, and then it stays dark, other than the sun coming in the room, until 6 p.m. and that's when the blue night lights or blue moon light comes on and stays on until midnight. Then this cuts off. But then, like I said, the refugium light stays on and from 6 p.m. until 6 a.m. That way I can get the chato to grow in here. Got my little small refugium area. Everything's pretty much labeled to what it is. Main heater, main pump, which I got the heater there, main pump in here, 1,200 gallons per hour. It's probably overkill for a 55-gallon aquarium, but more the merrier, I reckon. And I also have 2 extra valves that if I need to add something on later on, I can. And I got a third one here as this capped off that I can actually do the same thing. This one right here is my overflow, emergency overflow, when this one here gets stopped up or something like that right there. And this one right here will leak down in the refugium area, and if I can hear the water splashing, then I know I got a problem. Other than that, really the maintenance ain't that much involved. Once a month I'll do a water change, because I check my water every weekend, and so far it's been on right on the money. I mean, right on the money. I've not had to do no work whatsoever, knock on wood. I got my little rubber mat that let's see who's calling. Don't need to talk to that person, so hold up. Got it a little quiet now. Sorry about that, but like I said, just once a month I've done a water change ever since I had my 38 gallon. I've done water change once a month. And my 38 gallon was only 10 gallons. This one right here I'm gonna probably do 15 gallons, maybe 20. Probably do about 15 gallon water change, and then if I have to I can always do more later, maybe the next time around, but I'm gonna try 15 gallons first on this, and then hopefully 15 gallons will be enough. I'm gonna try to upload this video before this weekend, so if y'all have any suggestions of how much water I should change, should it be 15 or 20 gallons or 25 gallons, just put it in the comment below and let me know. My wave makers stay on for 4 hours. That one will come on for 4 hours, and just before that goes off, this one might come on in the middle, or the one on the end might come on, and sometimes all 3 of them are running at the same time. Sometimes it's only one, sometimes none of them, which right now none of them is running right now, but it should be getting close. Not for that one, but let's see. Yep. That one right there should come on in about another 15-20 minutes, and then this one right here about an hour after that, I think. And then this one here is definitely an hour. Like I said, sometimes they come and go. Let them run for 4 hours and let them shut off. If I can get a time clock where I can do every 30 minutes, I'd replace those time clocks real quick to have them come and go every 30 minutes. What is it? GPS, I think it is. That right there starting to come out at nighttime under the blue light also. which looks pretty cool. Usually my anemones, they are usually closed up at nighttime. Thinking about getting something else to go over here, and I was thinking about having this right here overtake this tall rock and the one back over here, but I might just let it take the tall one and get something else for there. I'm not sure yet. I know I want to get a couple more fish, at least maybe one more of these guys, that way I have a pair, and then wherever the green one's at, it's probably hiding underneath the rock back over here. Usually hangs out with my clownfish, which, like I said, I got 2 of them. Oh, there he is. I might get 1 more of them. I might even get 3 more of them, so I can have 4 of those. And then again, I might just get 1 more of those, 1 more of those. That way I have a pair, and then get maybe another type of fish. This saltwater aquarium is just basically what my wife wanted. I was scared to get into the hobby. I've always had my freshwater tank, which does me pretty good. I've had freshwater aquarium for, this one right here is 27 years old right now, this tank. That's the 55 tall, not the long like this one right here. This is the 55 long. But like I said, I've always been in the freshwater, and my wife wanted some more colorful fish in saltwater, so that's why I kind of got in the hobby here for this. Got me a couple extra towels, so when I'm doing something I can wipe, make sure I don't spill anything on the floor and all that. Other than that, everything's on a GFI circuit. This right here, if I ever wanted to, I can get 2 dedicated circuits. Since I'm an electrician, I can always get 2 dedicated circuits over here, and these 2 GFIs can be on 1 circuit, and then those 2 GFIs right there can be on another circuit if I ever need to do that. If my power ever gets to the point where I need an extra circuit, I can always come in and cut in the back of that back wall right there, do a cut-in box, and then have them going in there. I got 2 switches. One switch to the right goes to that 300 watt LED. I'm thinking about getting some LED roof lights underneath here, and taking that one and just having it up here ready to go in case I ever needed it for a brighter light. The switch to the left controls a plug right above it right there, the top part. The bottom, the left switch controls the top, right switch controls the bottom half of the receptacle. You just break the tab off on your hot side. Since the neutrals are all the same, you can break the tab off on the hot side to make the switch, makes that receptacle 2 individual circuits pretty much. So the black cord goes to the right switch, the kind of grayish white cord goes to the left switch, and if I flip that switch or the left switch off right here, that right there will cut that power strip off for the main heater and main pump, so I can actually service that if I need to. This protein skimmer is on a switch, surge protector back here right above it that plugs in up to the GFI over there. So if I ever need to surface that, I can just flip this off over here. And let's get a time clock for the wave maker, got a time clock for my refugium light, and I got a pump an air pump, which basically is really considered a water pump, I reckon. That goes up to my overflow box, because I didn't have a hole drill in my aquarium. It's just an overflow box mounted to it. That right there just runs up there, so I can have water suction all the time. I was trying to leave it unplugged for a while, and then thinking about having it on a time clock so it'll just come on every so often, but I don't want to take a chance on that if you lose power. So just leaving it plugged in will be a lot better choice. Basically everything is DIY pretty much. These LED strip lights, which is like a sample pack with all the little push buttons on it right here, I got from the supply house. The guy was nice enough to let me have one. He gave me another one too to use, and that's what I show everybody on the jobs, what type of lights, what lights look like, what colors and everything else, so they know what type of light fixture to buy. And these are here, you can get them in 200-foot runs with a driver or a ballast. Some people consider them drivers, which is really the right word for it. They can actually get that where it can go up to 100 watts to feed the whole entire run of lights. Other than that, that's about it. It's really no maintenance at all. I just keep an eye on it from time to time. Once a week do my water test, and if everything's good, I just leave it alone. But next weekend I'm going to do my first water change of my 55-gallon aquarium. I'm going to make that up before time. Other than that, that's basically about it. Once a month I'll do a water change. So, like I said, I got this padding right here, just so if this thing ever leaks or something leaks down here, I can catch the water before it hits the floor. So I mean, I'm trying to think ahead of time. I hope I got me another pump right here, so if I do lose power, this works by I think 2 D batteries, I think it is. Yeah, 2 D batteries. And plug it in there, and I'll just have that sitting up in the pump. I mean, up in the main aquarium when that time comes. The overall scheme, this right here comes off from my canopy, and then as you see, I got this light, and then I got my blue light that come on at nighttime. I got them hanging on chains individual. Got everything, got a screen back there, I got glass here to make sure if I have any jumpers I'm good. Got tie wraps indicating what wires what and everything. You can see that plug back here. That right there goes to that air pump or water pump that basically pumps the air out of this right here and pumps the water out to keep this overflow good. Other than that, that's about it. Really no maintenance at all. So far, thank God. Knock on wood. But other than that, I think I'm doing pretty good. I got the cleanup crew. I got snails. And all that wonderful stuff. So, any suggestion about doing water change, how much for a 55 gallon, just put it in the comment box below and let me know any other things you'd like for me to know, since I'm new to the hobby. I will definitely take the word of advice for that to help me out. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching and enjoy.